How do you plan out 7 days worth of content in less than 10 minutes? Well, in today's episode, I want to show you the fastest, easiest way to plan out your content.
My goal is to help coaches and entrepreneurs turn their mind into money, teaching them how to take what they know, package it, market it, sell it, and automate it to make a massive income and massive impact, even if they don't have a lot of followers on social media.
Welcome back to another episode of Monetize with Marcus. I'm your host, Marcus Walrosa. The goal of the Monetize with Marcus podcast is to teach you how to turn your mind into money. I think that all of us have knowledge, information, things that we know how to do that can help someone else, where you can solve a problem or answer a question. Well, you should be getting paid for that as the expert that you are, and I want to show you how to do that. Now, in today's episode, if you are watching this, or your chances are you're an entrepreneur, you're a service provider, business owner, coach, and content has become a full-time job. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, you've got people who are barbers just like, yo, bro, film this while I cut this fade, right? You got grandma saying, baby, get me while I make these chocolate chip cookies. That content now has become a job for each and every person. And for some it comes easy, and for some it's a difficulty to figure out what do you create, what do you post, and you put all that effort into the content, the caption, and then you look, and some perform, some doesn't. So how do we take away the stress and the time that it takes to create all of this content and simplify this in an easier way? Well, I want to break this down for you, and I think it's something that anyone could follow. Step number one, we're going to dive right in. Step number one, I want you to do me one favor. Chances are you didn't just get started on social media today. We've got to pause right there because I'm in the giving mood. I decided to offer you a free gift, absolutely free. Now, I tell you all the time about turning your ideas into online income, but how am I going to tell you to do something and not provide the resource for it? There's so many questions that people have online about what should I post? How do I get my engagement up? How do I get people to click the link in my bio, buy from me? What should I sell, whether it's an ebook, an online course? How much should I charge? How do I launch? How do I do a webinar? You see what I'm saying? So I decided to create a free training and give it to you that you can utilize to learn how to literally take the services that you do or the ideas you have and build a successful online company. Go to www.monetizewithmarcus.com, my gift to you. You're welcome. So the first field trip I want you to do, we're going to put it on the screen. Step number one, I want you to go back and look and see what has been your top performing content. Like, I don't care if you take 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, however long it takes. Here's why. This is going to be the most important part of the strategy. Because if you go back and you say, you know what? When I was in such and such and I posted that piece of content, people loved it and they were saying X, Y, and Z. You're going to go back to that content and you're not just going to recreate it. Don't. It's not just that. I want you to visit the comments and see what people were saying. Because I could teach you right now how to create 3 pieces of content from your last piece of content. How? You can recreate the content, number one. You can create a reel where you screenshot the comments and just pop up the comments on the piece of content with an audio sound. You can, on the last part of it, you can actually talk about, hey, so you can do a voiceover. Hey, so what you're viewing right now is a piece of content I posted over a year ago that did really well, and I learned 3 things from it that you can probably use. That's 3 pieces of content from 1 piece of content that was your best performing. Get it now. Now, why is that important? People are nosy, yo. If I go to my story right now on Instagram and say, I had a post to get over 3 million views and I learned 3 critical lessons from this post. Whatever post I show them, they're going to go to my page and look at it. Because they want to see, what is he talking about, right? So these are the things that work really well. So after you revisit that piece of content and repost that, now you got to think, that gives you, if you were posting 3 times a day, that gives you 1 day worth of content right there just from revisiting your best performing content. Wow. And the caption could kind of lead to whatever you're selling for that week or for that month, or if you're getting people on an email list. Hey, 3 things, best performing content, 3 things I learned working behind the scenes on set for blank. And you can talk to other people, right? Whatever that looks like. Now, the next thing you're going to do is to create more pieces of content. We got 6 more days. I already gave you 1 day, and this can happen really, really fast, right? Now, we got 9 minutes left, right? If we say in 10 minutes, we got 9 minutes left. So what do we do for the other 6 days? Well, this seems pretty simple to me. If Oprah Winfrey said to you, yo, I love your story. I would love to interview you and talk about it, but my team can't find information on you and we don't have time to interview you. Send us over about 6 to 10 questions we can ask you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're going to ask yourself a series of 5 to 6 questions. Every one of those questions, instead of being long-winded, you can answer through, like if you say, Marcus, tell me about how you got started as an entrepreneur. I don't have to be long-winded. It's a 20, 30-second piece of content. If it's short, so if we're talking long form, that's different, right? Like YouTube content is long form. But if we're talking about just creating content on social media, I could talk about how I got started as an author. I could talk about how I got started in the coaching industry. I could talk about the biggest mistake I made when I got started. That's 3 pieces of content for 1 question. You should quit working for free. How did social media hire all of us to be their workforce? We're on the app posting videos, going live, creating reels. We do not get paid when we create content on social media. They do, by selling our content to advertisers. But how do you actually build an online business using social media? I want to break it down for you and give you access to it. There's 5 simple steps. I'll tell it to you in a few seconds. Step number 1 is client attraction. I'm going to show you how to actually attract clients that will happily pay you what you're offering. Step number 2, how to capture them. How do you get their emails? How do you get their phone numbers? How do you get them to show up to your event? Be on your Zoom calls. To what I refer to as client dating. It's where you nurture a relationship with people to get them to say yes to whatever you're offering. And I'm even going to show you what type of content to create that gives you brand visibility and brand recognition. I call it social media secrets. You get access wherever you're watching this video. You'll see it in the description and you'll see it beneath this. Let's get back to the episode. Get it now. Question 2, 3 answers. Question 4. Hey, tell me about the most money you've ever made in your business. I can talk about the most money I made, what I did, and how I felt. That's 3 pieces of content. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 questions turns into content. And last but not least, you're going to ask yourself these questions right here. Can I repost something I've already posted? Can I remake the same post? Do I have more to say about this same post? I'm going to say it again. Can I repost something I posted before? Can I remake this same post again? Did I have more to say about that? That alone will give you over 7 days of content in less than 10 minutes. Well, ain't no need for me to belabor the point in this video, because why not watch the video for 5 minutes and plan yours in 10, and then 15 minutes, look what we got. All right, this has been another phenomenal episode of Monetize with Marcus. I'm your host, Marcus Warrose. Have you subscribed yet? Or you just saying, listen. You just listen, Linda. You're just sneaking in and watching and enjoying this content. What is it? It's good for you as it was for me. All right. So the other thing we ask, if this is adding value to you, comment and let us know how we can serve you better and add more value to you. Make sure you subscribe and share this with someone. And if you need me, you know where to find me. I'll be over here minding my online business. I'll see you in the next episode.